welcome to another Much Music, intimate and interactive.
Today we have the absolute pleasure of chatting with a legendary country singer and songwriter.
He's a lover man, and he's my vocal coach.
He has 4 Grammys, 15 Academy of Country Music Awards, 13 CMAs.
Known for his electrifying guitar skills, everybody, let's make some noise for Keith Urban!
Good job. Thank you. Nice to see you.
Welcome.
I love it.
Love you too, Teddy.
My guy. Thank you.
Everybody, Keith Urban! Wow.
Wow, thank you.
Yes, I mean, Keith, obviously, Toronto loves you. You know, I had the pleasure a few months ago to do a Do-Re-Mi challenge with you.
Yeah.
If
you
you guys-
started high though. It was super high. I don't mean he was high. I'm saying he started singing. Or could have been both.
Could have been both. And I just want to show them, if you guys haven't seen it, let's roll the clip. I'm so sorry.
You were
guys.
so
You guys have
close.
to hear
You were
this.
so
I'm on-
close. This shit's addictive.
Okay, yes. Let's go.
The raging love of the world. We're going to get this tea.
Okay. Keith, I'm gonna tell you.
We
right
got to
now.
get out more.
No, honestly, I think you carried Teddy in that though. You carried him in that challenge.
It's a super fun game.
It was so fun.
Honestly, I could tell you, like, that was like the highlight of my career. I can't even. That was an amazing moment. Thank you for giving me that again.
My
Toronto
pleasure.
loves you.
Thanks for hipping me to that game. I didn't
Of
know
course,
about it.
yes. And you collab posted me. Damn, my mom is like, wow, you know Keith Urban like that? I was like, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, since we're reminiscing on the past, why don't we go back a little further? Keith, we're gonna start talking about you now, okay?
Okay.
You've been making music for over 30 years now. Your first self-titled debut album was released in 1991. And not to make you feel old,
Oh,
but
that one.
Yes,
Golly.
that one.
Okay.
Not to make you feel old, but I wasn't even born yet. So that's
Yeah.
why I want to go back and dive into this.
I don't think
So-
I was either. I was getting there.
I love it. Well, if you could reflect on that journey and summarize it in one sentence, what would that sentence be?
Still in progress. Someone said you don't have 20 years experience, you have 1 year's experience 20 times. And it's always relative because everything's changing constantly and there's always new things to learn.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everyone just had an epiphany there. Everyone.
It's true. Yeah, because I mean, technology changes and possibilities change, awarenesses change, curiosities change, so it's constantly changing. So I think to kind of go, oh, I know what I'm doing, I've been doing it 20 years, it's not where I live.
One of my favorite lyrics from one of your songs is, if I were a painter, I wouldn't change ya. I just paint you bright.
Yeah.
You're a smooth guy, my guy. You're smooth. Come on, man.
I wished I'd written that, so that's Blue Ain't Your Color.
Right, yes.
I didn't write that song, but I love it for that very reason. Those lines are amazing.
I agree. Is there any songs or any lyrics that stand out for you right now that kind of impact your life?
Oh, all the time. I mean, I hear things all the time. I mean, I'm obsessed with Pink Pony Club right now because it's so well written and as the most exquisite metaphor for finding a place where you belong.
Yeah.
It resonates with every human. You know, it's astounding as a song.
Well, obviously you've seen what country has evolved to today. And what are your thoughts on the current state of country music?
It's great. I mean, the thing about country is it's always been this way. It just manifests in new ways. But the spirit of it and the ethos of it, the influences of other things into it to expand it, has been happening since the 50s. I mean, when Patsy Cline made Walking After Midnight or any of these songs like that, Crazy or any of that, prior to her, it was all sort of fiddles and pedal steel and various things like that. And then they did away with that. And they said, well, let's get some lush backing singers in there and let's get some strings, lush string sections. Let's get some twinkly piano and get rid of the fiddle. And they got rid of all these things that were country music and made this new countrypolitan sounding music. And the purists were outraged then at what Patsy has done to our beautiful genre. They're ruining it. And now it's classic country. So it's always been this way, you know. Each generation does a new take on it, and the older generation hate it, and the new generation love it, and then it's never changed.
Absolutely.
It's fantastic.
And why do you think maybe in specific this past year it's really been booming? Country has been, I find, more popular this year specifically.
because it's got something to say.
Yeah.
And I think that came at a time through COVID especially, when people wanted to feel something real. They wanted to hear a story. They wanted to hear someone really sing, really play and say something. And country was right there doing it. And people like Zach Bryan particularly were speaking and telling a story that people knew they could feel it was real. Country's also got those cycles where it becomes part of the mainstream and is of interest to everybody. Like in the urban cowboy period in the 80s, you know, it exploded in popularity because everyone's like, oh, let's all get dressed up and get cowboy hats and go and line dance. You know, let's do that for a minute. That looks fun. And so we all, you know, everyone became cowboys and cowgirls and they were going to the line dance bars. And then about a year after that, they're like, okay, enough of that. What else are we going to dress up as this week, right? You're going to see that in this genre. You're going to see lots and lots of artists and people go, okay, enough of that. And they move on. And country will be right back to its center again. There'll be artists that stay, artists that grow, artists that go, you know. So this next year is going to be really interesting to see who decides to ditch the fringe.
Yeah, no.
You know?
I mean, a lot of artists look up to you, and some could say, like, you know, they look up to you as like an inspiration. Are there any artists right now that you're kind of putting under your wing?
I think there's some great new. I'm a big Hardy fan. If you can make a Linkin Park country record, Hardy's doing it. And there's something really cool about this fusion of heavier stuff that's coming into country. I almost feel like rock is going to make a comeback, and it's probably going to come through country. There'll be this intense, heavy country rock, and then it'll just move into rock again, potentially.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, if that happens, you heard it here first. You predicted it, yeah. What are some golden nuggets that maybe you could give to any up-and-coming artists that are on the rise right now?
Oh my gosh. Everybody's got their own journey. I don't believe in rules of any sort. There's no right or wrong way to make a song or a record or a recording or do anything. But I just think having good people around you is the only thing that's timeless. Just people you trust, people to watch out for your back, make sure you get protected as you're figuring out this artistic thing you're trying to put together.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Keith, since that Do Re Mi thing we did together, my career's been.
See?
I'm being honest.
I got your back.
honestly, you got my back.
You got it, Teddy.
You got my back. You got your first guitar at the age of 6.
Yeah.
And I just want to ask you, what would be your Mount Rushmore of guitarists?
Guitarists?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
The greatest.
Well, I need more than 4 faces for sure.
Oh yeah, okay, we can name
It's-
them all. We
it's
can
a
name them
lot,
all.
you know. I mean, Hendrix is always number 1 for me, just for the power and innovation and spiritualism and originality. And I always find 2nd, 3rd, 4th, those areas become tricky.
Why is that? Why is that?
Because you've got so many. You've got Clapton and obviously Jeff Beck and, you know, my heroes like Martin Knopfler, Lindsey Buckingham and Angus Young, and it's just, it's infinite. You know, Stevie Ray Vaughan is high on the list for me, so it's a big mix.
Some would say they would put you on there, right, guys?
Yeah.
You put it, right? Yeah. You. So when you're doing that, I'm like, damn. When I saw you perform, the way that you would just go on the guitar, I'm so jealous, dude.
You're one with the guitar.
Yeah, you're
You jealous?
incredible.
You wish you could do it like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Makes me think like how different your life would be if you picked up a drum set or like a flute, for example. Like,
Yeah.
where do you think your career would go with that one?
I'm glad I don't know.
Right.
Be a great drummer? No, the guitar is what it's at.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember when you grabbed your first guitar?
Yeah, I remember starting on nylon string instead of steel string, and my brother and I started at the same time. He was 8 and I was 6, but he got given a steel string guitar, and he bailed on it really quick. So I feel grateful my mum and dad gave me a nylon string.
Yeah.
It still hurt my fingers, but nowhere near as much.
What's the hardest chord to play?
What's the hardest
Yeah, I know.
chord to play?
The hardest chord, yeah.
That's a good question. There's one in, can you hang on this microphone? There's a chord
I got you.
in One Too Many that I don't know what it's
I
called.
got you. I got you. Do, re, mi. Let's get it right now.
I don't know what this, so, wait, is this working? Let's see, we'll plug it in a second. There it is. So, right, that's that one. And then in the, where we go.
Everyone, make some noise, man. I'll keep it playing. Come on. This is intimate as hell.
What is it? Oh, no, now I'm not going to be able to play it. After 1 too many, gonna take me home. I don't know how lucky I am. That isn't the chord, but it's like something like. It's somewhere in there. It's a weird chord. I don't know the name of it.
I love it, guys. Even just now, let's make some noise. Love it.
About 20 guitarists are calling in going, it is a, it's
Well, I'm sure your young self would be super proud of where you're at right now. And getting into that, I feel like we should talk to Keith's younger self right now. But before we do that, we've got a little visual coming up here. Samantha, thank you. Thank you.
This looks cryptic.
Yeah.
All right.
Come on, what is going on?
Who's this guy right here?
So like a picture they hang in the dentist's office when they're like, your child needs braces. Let me explain why.
Before and after? Keith, what would you say to your younger self right here? You could talk to him. You could look him right in the eye.
Absolutely nothing. He's gonna figure it all out.
Oh, I love that.
He will, and it's important. Like all the crazy dark stuff, all the mistakes, every single thing is part of getting to this moment right now, and I wouldn't change a sliver of it.
I love that. That's nice.
That's my next IG caption.
Yes.
That's my next IG caption.
All
Okay.
right, so we got another throwback photo here. Wow.
What?
Let's give it up for the 80s? Question mark? Is this the 80s? I wasn't around then either, but
What are your thoughts looking at this?
I wish it was the 80s. I think it's 91.
no way.
Yeah, it's a little slow for me.
Okay. Talk to me about the outfit here, the evolution of the style. You got a bolo tie on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a Australian map on my buckle with a kangaroo on it. So
Wow, that goes crazy.
what's going on there?
And I see the sign in the back, City of Tamworth.
Yeah, that's like the Nashville of Australia.
Okay,
Country music
the-
capital.
Country music capital. And then the population 33,000.
3,000. Where do you think it's at right now?
Probably a bit bigger now. Yeah. Maybe 800,000 or a mil or something. It's a lot.
Let's give it up for Keith,
Yeah,
guys.
this is crazy.
It's the most random thing here. It's crazy.
Another surprise.
I'm gonna let the crowd see it first before Keith sees it, guys. Right? Damn. And you know what's crazy? Keith, my girlfriend's here, man. Damn. And here's a photo right here.
Oh God. Okay.
This is the.
I'm thinking.
What era is this right here?
Mid 90s, I think 95. Yeah, 95, 96. Something
Okay,
Like
this is a nice photo shoot we got going on.
that. Thank you.
What else
know what
can you
to say.
You're like, I don't know what to say.
No, I was playing in my band called The Ranch at this point, so I think it's in that little period of trying to figure out how to get accepted in Nashville.
And even just starting out, doing stuff like photo shoots and stuff for the first time, was that weird, or were you comfy right off the bat?
I mean, even by then I'd been doing it a while, but I've never ever been comfortable in photo shoots.
No?
There's a reason why the album cover's blurry. Serious. Yeah, a little
I feel like
ambiguity.
this is like the way you have to pose, like, you know,
I feel
you're trying
better
to be
being
nice.
ambiguous. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Let the audience figure it out. No, you look comfortable as heck here.
I love that. Okay, let's move on.
Okay, last one.
Keith, the last
Wow.
photo.
That's
Damn.
It's cruel.
Damn.
This is just cruel.
This is
What did
incredible.
I do to you, Teddy?
You look amazing. 2000s.
You look great, Keith.
2000 style's great.
Keith, that whole top layer right here is my rent. Like, come on,
Yeah.
man. What?
Those glasses, I feel like, are making a comeback these days too. I feel like I would wear those glasses right now.
They weren't in then. I don't know what is going on.
I think you look good.
You look cool. You look
That's
cool.
that's a guy that needs a new stylist right there. Luckily, I have a
all part of
much
the
better one now. Yeah, well, you know, it's a work in progress. I will say one thing. Over the years, I've always been accused of flat ironing my hair. I've never flat ironed my freaking hair. That's what it looks like when I wake up.
So, wow.
And I'm not saying that as like I'm lucky. It pisses me off because
Keith Urban confirmed he doesn't get bedhead.
Yeah, like,
it's flat as shit. And like it's dead flat, and that's the what it. If I've ever used any stuff, it's to try and give it texture. So I have some texture because I have none.
Right.
Zilch.
No, I-
And the amount of times I read where they go, and Keith appeared on the red carpet with his traditional flat ironed hair, and I'm like, F you. Like it just pisses me off. Glad I got that off my chest. It doesn't bother me. Just gives me a twitch.
Well, give it up, guys, for Keith.
Okay, so this is a song off the record that I did originally with Lainey Wilson, but in my band, would you please welcome Maggie Bog right here? Check. Well, it's Saturday night, last time I checked. Overdraft on the card, but I ain't gonna stress, not at all. I'll call the bank tomorrow. I got some Titanic friends here, we all get wrecked. Order anything we want from the bottom shelf. Living large in a small town bar. The clock goes round, it's one already. Don't turn it down, just let it play. Another round to hold it steady. We do one last cheers and down our beers, and they tell us, hey, you can't stay here. Well, I know that it's closing time, and I won't lie, yes, I have more than a few. And you know I shouldn't be driving. I think I should probably go home with you. Tell him, Maggie. Well, I'm a little home, I should just go drunk, but hanging out with you is just too much fun. You're so sweet, you're always there for me. You'll be fine on the couch or the kitchen floor. Next time my place, but tonight it's yours. We're a team, and he's the MVP. The clock goes round, it's 2 already. I ain't slowing down, no, not today. Another round to hold it steady. We do one last cheers and down our beers, and they tell us, hey, you can't stay here. Well, I know that it's closing time. I won't lie, yes, I have more than a few. And you know I shouldn't be driving. I think I should probably go home with you. So take me home, take me home. Take me home. Just take me home. Well, I know that it's closing time, and I won't lie, yes, I have more than a few. And you know I shouldn't be driving. I know. I think I should probably go home with you. Well, I know that it's closing time. It's closing time. I won't lie, yes, I have more than a few. Just more than a few. And you know I shouldn't be driving. I shouldn't be driving, baby. I should probably go home with you. I think I should probably go home with you. I think Maggie and I should go home with you. Maggie Bog!
Great track to start with. Go Home With You is an amazing collab between you and Lainey Wilson. So I just wanted to touch on Lainey a little bit. What's your relationship like with her? How did this collab come about?
I heard her voice before she put anything out. A friend of mine was working. Anyway, I got access to a song that she had recorded, and I heard her voice. So I heard her voice before I saw her or met her. And I was like, oh my goodness, who is this? What is that, right? What is that voice? And it's just one of those rare things. It's like hearing Reba McEntire or Dolly Parton for the first time. You just go, that doesn't sound like anyone else. Like, what is that? And then met her, and you just was like, oh my God, you're that voice. Like, you're that. When you hear her talk and meet her as a person, it's all, just like Reba and Dolly, like the greats. It just all goes together.
That's amazing.
So I was trying to find a song for us to do. And that song was already written, but it wasn't a duet.
Okay.
And I thought, oh my gosh, she'd probably kill taking the second verse on that song. So
She did.
that's how it became a
She
duet.
did. So you definitely saw this all coming for her. This
Yeah.
rise to
Oh, as soon as you heard her voice, you're like, she's the real deal.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's so funny, Keith, because we actually got her to send you a message. So if we can roll the clip.
No.
Yes.
Keith, it's Lainey. I am so excited for everybody to hear your new album, High. Congratulations on all the hard work you put into this one. I know you've been working on this thing for a while. I love this record, and I am so grateful to have the opportunity to have worked with you on Go Home With You. Speaking of our song, one question I have for you, Keith, is what is the first memory that comes to mind when you think about our song? I love you, pal.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, make some noise,
Wow.
guys.
Isn't that cool? We can just send messages like that now. Oh, she's right here.
That's a good question, because I probably have two memories. First one being I wrote it with Breland, who's a great artist. Back in 2020, we were in lockdown and we couldn't go anywhere, and so I'm going, well, let's just write a bunch of songs. And one of the songs we wrote was Go Home With You, because I was like, man, wouldn't it be great to be playing in a bar right now with everyone just celebrating and hanging out and drinking and singing and everything. So I'm like, well, let's just write a song and imagine we're in that bar. And that's why Go Home With You has the spirit of that. That's the first memory. But the second one was hearing Lainey's voice for the first time, because I sent her the track and she recorded her vocal somewhere and then sent it back to me. And I have a studio, so I remember pushing up the fader and hearing her voice for the first time and just getting covered in chills, like, oh my gosh, she's killing it, this is great, you know. And so that's a really good memory, hearing her on it for the very first time.
Oh,
Amazing. So I mean, I was gonna say, just choose any camera that you want and send a message back to Lainey Wilson.
Lainey, it's Keith here.
She knows.
You know. But thank you, firstly, thank you for that beautiful video you just made for me and for asking that question. And thank you for killing it on this song and wanting to sing with me. I hope we get to do more of it.
Woo! I hope she responds back on social media or something so we can just keep ping-ponging back and forth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What was your very first email address?
Do you remember it?
Oh, no, I don't. What a great question.
Thank you. I was thinking like Guitar Hero 60, like, what was it like?
What
Mine?
was yours? Yeah.
Yeah, what's yours?
I think it was like Teddy Bear 25.
Yeah.
Still.
Come on, we don't have to do that. Yeah.
At earthlink.net. Is that you gotta go AOL or something? What's going on?
What about the email signature at the end? You know how everyone has like a stamp? It'll be like, I don't know, Teddy Tong, MuchMusic VJ. Yours is like Keith Urban, 4-time Grammy winner, country legend. Yeah, like how does yours go?
I usually just put K or a KU.
Okay, we know,
Because
yeah.
I like KU. That's my favorite way to be called. You know, I've never had a nickname like my whole life. And somewhere along the line, someone started calling me KU, and I just like KU because it sounds like Hey You.
Can I call you? Can
People
we
go
call you
KU, and I'm like, yeah, you know.
Can we call you that?
So, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, you got so excited. Yes.
Yeah, I like
Everyone
it.
just call
I
me.
hate Mr. Irvin. Don't call me Mr.
Irvin.
Irvin. Ah, it's so official, and
Yeah.
I feel like a school principal or something. I don't know what it is.
Mr. Urban.
My dad hated it too, so I get it now.
Nah, Keith's a cool name to just graze over it. You can't just, you know.
Keith's good. KU.
Keith's good.
Yeah,
KU.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. I like it.
I actually want to talk about another song on the album called WILDSIDE. That's my favorite one, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's my favorite one. And
very
there,
talented, like it so much.
someone say Me Too? Am I dreaming?
Yeah,
Me
you
Too,
like
right?
it?
Yes.
What do you like about it?
I just loved it. It's so free.
Like the vibe, it's free,
Like,
right?
yeah.
So maybe you can help me out here, because there was a lyric on there that I really like. I had to write it down because I didn't want to mess it up in front of Keith. Right? The lyric is, she's bringing out her Alabama-licious supernova till the night is over.
Wild
Yeah.
side.
That's my, so you know what's funny, guys? I don't even have a question for that.
Yeah.
That's just bars. So that's bars. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
You just wanted to say it.
Yeah.
I know you just wanted to bring it up just so you could sing the lyric to Keith.
So is there any origins of that lyric? Because I love it so
Yeah.
much.
So the song is built on The Spirit of Legs by ZZ Top. You gotta let that little that thing was like I want to use that approach in a dancey country song with fiddle and everything else, but that heavy synthesizer thing was kind of the key for that. Before I met my wife, I knew a lot of girls who were, you would think, well, were very, I've dug my hole, haven't I? I have dug a big hole right now.
Alabama-licious
Yes.
supernova.
So I
Damn.
said Alabama-licious something, and they're like, Alabama-licious, and I'm like, oh, California-licious, whatever, just, it needs all the syllables, and they're like,
Right.
well, let's go with Alabama-licious. And then one of the other guys says supernova. It's all Dr. Seuss, really, isn't it?
Yeah. I love it. I mean, going on the theme of the wild things, what would you say is the wildest moment of your career thus far?
The whole thing.
Yeah.
The whole thing in different ways, you know. I think wild moments of surreal moments. I tell you, one of my career surreal moments is in Canada. So when I played in Calgary at the Saddle Dome, right? This is going back a long ways, early 2000s. And it's the first time I was playing a big arena. It was packed to the rafters. And I'd been on tour with, it feels like for the first umpteen years I was on tour opening for someone at all these big places. So that's what I knew. And I remember being on stage at the Saddle Dome in Calgary, and midway through my show, looking at the audience and thinking, oh, this is the most amazing audience. Whoever's coming on after us is gonna love them.
Yeah.
And then I went, no, you're it, dude. I was like, holy shit, that's right, you know. It was like, I still get chills thinking about it.
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
no, this is our audience, finally, you know. And it was at the Saddle Dome, so big props to Canada,
Give it up
man.
for Keith.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
What was the wildest thing that a fan has ever done to you?
I was some of you guys may have heard the story, but I was at a show one night at an arena somewhere, I think out Arizona or somewhere, and I was talking to the audience, you know, back and forth, a little banter, whatever, and this girl yells out, "Will you sign my leg?" And I'm like, I thought, oh, that's a good moment. I'm like, sure, come on up, you know, come on up. And then she disappeared. I couldn't see her head amongst all the people. And then I thought she was making her way back, and then her head pops up, and then she lobs this prosthetic leg up onto the stage. And I'm like, it just lands with a thud in front of me. And I'm like, oh, so I signed this prosthetic leg. And then I'm like, how do you get a prosthetic leg back to somebody? What's the correct prosthetic leg return etiquette? I don't know. Do you throw it? Do you have it come up? So I sort of gave it to the front row, and they passed it all the way back, and she hooked it on and threw a fist in the air. And
Wow.
So
That's too epic.
Yeah.
That story deserves a round of applause, I think. Nothing like that. That's crazy. Well, you know, I like that we're touching on audience members. I think we got a little audience question right now. Someone wants to ask an audience question. Oh, yes.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, Keith. I'm Maddie.
Hi. What's your name?
Maddie.
Maddie. Nice to meet you.
My question for you is, do you name your guitars?
Oh, that's a good question. Do you play, by the way?
I do not play,
Okay.
but I admire.
That's an interesting question. Why do you have that question?
Well, there was a lot of guitar talk earlier in the
Yeah.
Q&A, and I was just wondering,
That's excellent. I haven't usually done it, but I do have a guitar that is kind of my main one. That's called Clarence.
Oh.
So that one's named. But no, I don't normally name them all. Another one I have is a 1951 Nocaster by Fender, and because it's 51, I was thinking about Area 51, and then I was thinking which is in Roswell, so the guitar's called Roz.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thinking
I need to
of
get
deep
out more.
meanings. How'd you think of Clarence?
Clarence is named after the angel in It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
And
Wasn't
it's
just random.
yeah, because there's a moment on the bridge where Jimmy Stewart's character, you know, is going to jump off, and Clarence appears and basically says, "Let's see what the world would be like if you didn't exist," and it's a terrible world. And so I sort of flipped the script a bit and thought, well, Clarence is like that for me, and what would my life have been like if I had never found this guitar?
Wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
Does this guitar have a name?
This one doesn't have a name, no. It looks like I threw it in the dryer.
Can we name it? Can we name it as an audience, as a group? Can we name this
What do
guitar?
you guys think?
Yeah, you guys can name it. I'm good.
Any ideas?
Just
This will
scream it
go
out.
well.
Just scream it out, yeah. Toronto.
I'm going to call it Toronto.
I love it.
Wow.
He's so receptive to it. I love it.
You guys are awesome, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously, this is your 11th album. How many albums do you think you've got left in you? We want more.
I have no idea, but I love making records.
Yeah? How
I
about
really do.
a rap album on the horizon? You down with that? I don't know.
Might be a C in front of it, but yeah. If I made it. Be the first crap singer. Be great.
You do a lot of great covers, though. So.
You do. Okay, let's move on. Here is a box. We might need to go through it because there may be some vinyls that have some personal ties to you.
It's like show and tell. I love
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Fleetwood Mac Rumors. How great's that cover? It's crazy. You're still hearing and feeling this record in genres, especially country music.
Right.
You know, because it's just, I mean, you can't even categorize the record anymore. What genre is that? It's just great songs and great recording, great band.
Gotta put.
I hope this is Taylor's version.
Taylor, any Swiftie?
It is. Good. Okay, just checking. As I'm like, she'll never talk to me otherwise. It's a great, I mean, you could pick out any Taylor record and she's insanely talented and often ahead of her time. I remember hearing Reputation when she made it as a record and I was like, not sure about this record, you know, blah, 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 blah. Because I'm a fan, right? And I'm like, yeah, it's not it for me. And then like years later, coming back to it and just going, I love this record. Yeah. So somehow she's just way ahead of the curve. Okay, Mellencamp, you know, I mean, this guy, geez, for me, hugely important for the music I make, really. I grew up playing country music, but I was in cover bands as well. So I had this sort of mix of country, top 40, fusion. Didn't quite know if I was a country artist or what I was, something. Country at the bones and then all this other stuff around it. The short version of the story is I was playing on stage as the guitar player in this band, heavy metal band, doing stuff like Saxon, Judas Priest, Scorpions, like heavy metal.
Heavy stuff.
Proper stuff, right? But I'd also just discovered Ricky Skaggs. And the chicken picking stuff, you know, that all that chicken picking-y guitar playing, which I was obsessed with. And so I'm on stage one night and the band's playing this full-on heavy metal song and they throw me a solo and I'm like, a chicken picking solo. And they were like, what the? Like, and they fired me then.
What?
Wow.
So
you know why?
that was
you stole the show, that's why.
That was a good crossroads of musical identity crisis, right? I'm trying to chicken pick through a Marshall stack. I go and see John Mellencamp in concert on this Lonesome Jubilee tour, and it was literally like an epiphany. I sat there in the arena and watched him come out on stage, and he's got great drums and rock rhythm section, electric guitars, and swagger and volume and muscular sound and attitude. Then he's got fiddle, then he's got an accordion, and I'm like, what is this? I'm covered in chills thinking about it, because it was literally like, bing, take all the things you love and make your thing. Don't think about labels, just do your thing. Yeah. And I was like crystal clear after that concert. I went, I got it. I know exactly what to do, and it wouldn't have happened without Mellencamp. I don't have hour-long answers for every record, by the way.
So we have a gift for you. You guys want to make some noise and it's opening right now.
Oh.
Yeah, let's open it.
The wrapping's kind of cute, isn't it?
I always want to read the card first, but okay, it's a Dom Liam's record. All right, I know this record. I know every one of his records.
Yes.
Because my dad was maybe the biggest Dom Liam's fan on the planet. And so that's it. This is the sound of my entire childhood. If you put this record on, I will be...
It's like the soundtrack of it?
I will be, right back in my home. Man, I don't mean to get heavy, but this music played in our house all the time. My dad was alcoholic, and he loved Don Williams, so he played this music all the time. And many mornings I would wake up hearing this guy cranked in the living room, 7 in the morning. My dad's having a few drinks, and he's got this cranked. And to a large degree, it's kind of how I grew up. And so in a weird way, it was almost like he was this other, like another father.
Wow.
It was like the other dad that I had. I had 2 dads, and he was one of them. It's so weird. And so when I got to finally meet him, it was surreal.
Yeah,
it was so freaking surreal. And when he passed away, I was devastated in the same way I did when my dad died. It was very hard to explain. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
sure.
Way to lighten the room, Keith. Jesus.
No, I mean, this is what it is, right? Thank you for sharing
Yeah,
those stories
thank
with us,
you.
guys. We appreciate it for sure.
My heart's like a hometown with a welcome sign. A lot of folks pass through and don't think twice. My heart's like a hometown, a few bumps in the road, and there's a couple spots where nobody goes. One half is growing up, one half is running down. If you ever find yourself lonely in a city crowd, wondering if it's too late to turn around, baby, you already know you ain't even gotta ask. Jump in your car, put the pedal down. No matter how gone that you get, long it's been, I know that you left, but I'll still let you right back in. My heart's like a hometown. You've always got a place to put down some roots or spend a holiday. Where all your memories hang like jerseys in a high school gym, where you left behind your used to be's and could have beens in the rear view mirror. No, I ain't going nowhere. If you ever find yourself lonely in a city crowd, wondering if it's too late to turn around, baby, you already know you ain't even gotta ask. Jump in your car, put the pedal down. No matter how gone that you get, long it's been, I know that you left, I'll still let you right back in. 'Cause my heart's like a hometown. Oh yeah. No matter how long that you get, long it's been, I know that you left, I'll still let you right back in. My heart's like a hometown, a wide open door, and just because you left it, it don't mean that it ain't yours. Maggie, one more time. Thank you, Maggie.
That was amazing. All right. We're actually going to take another question from the audience at this time. We have one more question.
I'm Darian. Hi, KU.
Hi.
I love the cover that you did of We Can't Be Friends by Ariana Grande.
Thank you.
And I saw you spoke with her at the Golden Globes. Did she have anything to say about the cover, or what'd she think of it?
Yeah, she came over to thank me for doing it and tell me she really loved it. But I just also wanted to tell her, thank you for writing such an exquisite song. It's such a, golly gee, that's a beautiful song. It's funny because part of me wanted to ask her, what did you write it about? But the other half of me doesn't want to know, because I had my own relationship to the song and what it means, and I didn't want it to get too specific. So I have a feeling if I asked her, she would have said, well, what does it mean to you anyway, you know?
How do you pick your covers that you do?
If they just feel like, I don't know, they speak to me, you know? Can you hold this mic for 1 second?
Of course.
Like, I know
Have you seen Wicked?
we can delete this.
Have you seen Wicked, Keith?
I haven't yet.
You know,
Oh yeah, that's my line. I'm gonna grab a caper real quick. Hang on a second. Like, this is a song. When I first heard it, I was like, oh, I just love the melody. I love the lyric, and it just sort of made sense. Forgive me if I screw up the words, because I've never actually played it in front of humans.
I know you wanted me to stay, but I can't ignore the crazy visions of me in LA. And I heard that there's a special place where boys and girls can all be queens every single day. So what's the next bit? Sorry. I'm having wicked dreams of leaving Tennessee or Santa Monica. I hear you calling me, won't make my mama proud. It's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl, I know she's gonna scream. Girl, what have you done? You a ping ponging girl, and you dance at the club. Oh, mama, I'm just having fun. On the stage in my heels is where I belong, down at the Pink Pony Club. I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. I wanna keep on dancing out in West Hollywood. I wanna keep on dancing at the Pink Pony Club. Pink Pony Club.
Keith, I almost threw this mic, man.
We didn't even mean to set him up for that. It just happened. That was great.
Wow.
This is a great song. I mean, and again, these songs that capture a sense of metaphor. I mean, it's like, God, when I heard that song, I just almost cried because I'm like, who doesn't want to find a safe place?
Yeah.
Wherever that is, you just want to find your people. It doesn't matter what that is, just somewhere where you finally realize you belong there. God, that speaks to me.
I was literally just gonna ask, who's the next artist that you'd like to cover, and then you just did it right here. So thank you for answering my next question. And that was amazing. Give it up one more time for Keith. We know how much you love Canada, and we know you got something special coming up for us in 2025. Why don't you tell us and the audience what that is?
We're touring. That's good. Yeah, and we're coming up to, we'll be here in Toronto in June at the Budweiser stage. Cheers. And then full blown tour in September.
When I think Canadian tour, I'm just like, what does Keith's tour bus look like? You're a rock star. Is it like a big guitar on wheels? Is it like a bus?
That would look awesome.
Yeah. Please save me a bunk.
I like it.
Like how? Sorry.
You can come and paint one on the bus. That would look good.
How does the tour bus situation look like for you?
It's a nice bus. I mean, I'm grateful for all. I started in a station wagon, and then I worked my way up to a trailer on the back of the car.
Do you play video games? Do you have a gaming system?
No,
Okay.
I don't. I listen to lots of music on the bus, and I get stuck in YouTube rabbit holes all the time.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, it's
Easy to do that when you're in the...
Yeah.
You do that when you get a lot of time. But I end up spending, like if I'm on the bus in the morning and I'm probably gonna, like this morning I was Googling guitars, songwriting, interview with people,
Right.
how this thing was recorded, how did they write that song, and like I'm passionate about learning all of that stuff always.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And when you're traveling to new places, or even places that you've already been before, how do you like to find new recommendations, whether that's going out to
Just
eat?
ask the locals.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Best
where
way
should
to
I
do
eat?
it.
Where shouldn't I eat?
Well, it's perfect that we got some locals here. Where should Keith eat when he's on tour in Toronto?
Yeah, like shout
Where
your
should he
answers.
go? Yes. Your house. Okay,
My house.
okay.
Your house.
Wait, what's your name? Kathy?
Okay.
Okay, we're going to Kathy's house.
Okay, so we're going to your house later, right?
Yeah.
And then Kathy's
Your
house after that.
Kathy's, then whose house next?
Friendly town.
You'll take him after? Okay.
Canadian
We're
house
doing
tour.
hair care products over at your place. This is great.
Okay.
Love it. Thanks.
I love it. Okay, so no real recommendations, but you'll be coming over to everyone's house. So we just want to thank you so much for being here with us today. We're so grateful.
Yes, and we want to give you a little something from the MuchMusic family. Okay, so the first thing, and it's actually from one of our fellow VJs. She's sitting right there. Sade, you want to raise your hand?
Sade, right
Yes, she's right there. Keith,
This is so cute.
she's right there.
Thank you so much.
Sade, I'm still
This
waiting
is
for mine.
killer.
This is crazy.
I know, we don't get a free
A little bit crazy.
Got my guitar and everything in there. I nailed it. It's amazing. And you got the high in there. You got like the tattoos are happening. You nailed the one on this thing, this one right here.
Yes.
Yes.
Sade
It's
knows.
crazy.
She doesn't miss a
This is
detail.
a Knights Templar design right there, by the way, just out of curiosity. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
She always kills
Shadi,
it.
that's a post right there.
Yeah,
that hug, that's a
yeah.
post.
He gives a good
Collab me,
hug, though. He gives a good hug. We got one more thing for you, Keith.
Yeah, Keith.
I know, yeah.
We got more gifts.
Oh, okay. Oh, an even smaller guitar.
Yeah.
This is made by a local Toronto artist.
Oh, no
her
way.
name is
Look at
Kira.
this. A little ukulele.
Yeah,
That's
I got you,
that's a redundant statement. There we go. It's a ukulele. We're going to make up a song really quickly on this.
Yes.
I don't know what we're going to do. But, oh, check this thing out.
Let's go.
Come on, you got Chuck Taylor's on there. I love this thing.
You want to show the audience real quick what it is? Yeah.
Shout out to Kira for making this.
So is it tuned?
Talk among yourselves for a second.
Okay, well, actually, Keith got his first ukulele at the age of 4.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't played it since I was 4. Oh my God.
You're playing better than we would at the age of whatever.
So Keith, what do you like? What's going on right now?
I'm familiarizing myself with this unplayable instrument. Hang on a second.
Okay.
My size 12 and your size 7. We threw straight up to heaven high.
Everyone join
In the
in.
small town sky. It was up in the air. Are they gonna make it? Never come down. Never gonna come untied. Yeah, you and I, we're still hanging in there. Just like Chuck Taylor's on a ukulele.
Yeah.
That's great.
Damn.
Mahalo! Thank you, every single one of you, for all of this time today, because it's like the most precious thing we have is time. So thank you.
All right. So I got a band-aid in my finger. If I drop a pick, I'll probably rip this thing off at some point. We were playing last night at a club show, and I cut my finger at some point, and then as I pulled my finger up on a strumming stroke, the string went into the cut. It's gonna make you all squirm like I did last night. Looking at this photograph, I hear that song and I fly right back to when we had it made. Every Friday night when the sun went down, we'd be running them streets like we're on the town. But I just can't let it go. No, I just can't let it go. I wonder if you ever think about it like I do. Send the kids on the 2-lane road, thank you. Have the guns on the radio. After all this time, it's still. When I think about those summer nights, singing out the window on the back road, sweet child of mine, sipping on the loco, sparkling light. It's funny how the best days of my life was all that wasted time. All that wasted time. I don't know it slipped away, and the road by the river hangs silently in the town. Between you ain't nothing like it used to be. I can't explain. They took all the color from the picture frame, and the days got sold to the grit in the game. But I just can't let it go. No, I just can't let it go. Wonder if you ever think about it like I do. Send the kids on the 2-lane road, had the guns on the radio. After all this time, it's still I think about those summer nights, singing out the window on the back road, sweet child of mine, sipping on the loco, sparkling light. It's funny how the best days of my life was all that wasted time. All that wasted time. Swinging out on the line. writing down on the hood of the comp. Only music that we had was at the loudspeaker. We were living every second of the time, and now nothing but we had it all. When I think about those singing out the window on the back roads, and your hand in mine, we were going nowhere. We'd be so alive. It's crazy how the best days of my life was only wasted time. Only wasted time. Oh yeah, we're swinging out on the line. Living only wasted time. Oh yeah. Whoa. We were kicking it up in Toronto, in Canada, MuchMusic. We were feeling so good. I can't wait to come back and see you this year. Oh yeah, it's there.
Guys, I know this is our job, but we're only human. I want the signature.
Okay, yeah, of course.
I'm joking.
George is taking this home for sure.
No.
Is it for you guys or MuchMusic?
For MuchMusic.
Okay,
Yeah, you can have our
okay.
names in the bar. Okay, you can say love
You
Teddy.
could say Teddy and Georgia, but
Okay, you can say you love me or something.
I will.
Do, re, mi,
I missed it.
yeah!
oh wait. I was gonna say Teddy's you're never gonna forget that one. Ever.
I'm posting that, man. Wow.